Good morning. We're out here at the 5400 block of Quarry Rock Drive in Lakeland. This morning I responded about 6:25 to a call for help. What sounded like a domestic disturbance going out, a man with a gun call. Our officers responded to the scene. Shortly after arriving on the scene, they saw a subject engage a female, shooting her one time, and our officers responded and neutralized that threat. And that's where we find ourselves at this morning. We're in the very preliminary stages of this investigation. We're beginning to piece together the information as it, but at the current time the suspect is deceased, the officers were unharmed, and the victim of the shooting is at the hospital under very serious critical operations going on.
You say that domestic, and so the man shot the woman?
Yes.
And then you ultimately shot the man?
That is correct, yes.
Do you know, did they both live here? Did the woman live here? Did the male not live here? Do you know the dynamics of why they were here?
We know at this time, early in the investigation, that the female did live here, and there's certainly a relationship between the male and female, but we cannot say with certainty that he lives here yet. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
With the guy with the gun, did he make any efforts, or did he make any threats to officers?
No, I believe the officers reacted to the violence perpetrated on the victim.
Was the woman the one who called the police, or was it nearby neighbors?
It was either herself or her daughter inside the apartment that originally called.
Do you know where the woman was shot at, or her condition?
Condition was grave, shot in the abdomen, as we understand it now.
So the woman's daughter was witnessed it or here. Can you talk about how many people might have seen the disturbance when this happened?
We know that the daughter was a witness to a part of it at least. We're still working through that. That's very close community here. The residents are very close, so I'm sure there are other witnesses. We're still canvassing the area, putting those witnesses together, and we certainly encourage anyone that has any information to come forward to the police department and let us know about any new information they have.
And was this happening out in the parking lot where the cops pulled up and saw? Obviously, we've seen him in the parking lot. Did it start in the parking lot? Did it start in the apartment? Do you know that?
No, it started in the residence and then turned out into the parking lot where the officers encountered the incident going on.
Is the daughter a minor? Do you have an approximate age on her?
Young adult.
And did for the timeline, the cops pulled up and he then fired on the female victim, or had that already happened and they came upon her already wounded?
No, as we understand it now, as the officers came on scene, they witnessed the suspect engage the victim with gunfire, and they reacted to that.
At this point, I know this is very early on, but do you have any background information on the suspect as far as criminal history at all?
No, we do not. We're still running those checks. Well, we do understand that subject to some other calls, not particularly with this victim, but related to this type of incidents in the past.
Do you know any officers were involved in the actual shooting of the suspect?
We have one officer that was involved in the shooting, 3 officers that were on the scene at the time of the shooting.
And then in terms of this community, do you get a lot of domestic calls here, or is this kind of out of the norm?
This would be an unusual call in this neighborhood. Certainly you have a lot of folks that live here in close proximity, and you will have domestic disturbances as you would in any community. But this is a relatively safe community. Very good neighbors here. We don't have many calls for service out here at all. All right. Thank you, and we will update you as the day goes on. Thank you. Sorry. Chief Ruben Garcia, RUBENGARCIA.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chief, I know you said domestic. Forgive me, you said it. Was it wife, girlfriend, wife, do you know?
We know there's a domestic relationship there, husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. We're still sorting through that in these early stages.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.